Tra la 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 la. What's the matter, Harley? No comeback? That's because you and everyone in this world are nothing but a joke. And I'm the punchline. I'm where you end. Okay, as you can tell, obviously this is not an official Mezco, but a custom, my custom. Mostly the head sculpt is a customs cave. You'll find them on Instagram. The body's Mezco. I'll get into all the details into her. But yes, Punchline. I know she's not accurate, I know. But I'll get into the story, all what I've had to do to get this figure made and just all the parts and everything like that. But for the most part, you can tell who that is. She looks darn good, and I am really, really happy by the way she came out. In case you don't know who Punchline is, aka Alexis K, she's kind of Joker's new girlfriend, partner. Not really, she's like a different Harley Quinn. She's not necessarily his girlfriend, so to speak. Kind of, but more like a partner in crime. It's interesting. She first debuted in the Joker War, End of Harley Quinn. Well, technically she debuted in Batman number 89 in February 2020. So I figured February's a good month. It's my birthday month. It's the month Punchline debuted. So it was a good month to kind of show her off here. She was created originally by James Tynion and Jorge Jimenez. I've caught up with most of her issues that she was in. She was in Joker comics and Batman comics and Harley comic. She got her standalone now Punchline the Gotham game, which I haven't read yet. I'm letting them build up, and then I'm gonna enjoy reading that that arc as well. But you know, she teamed up with the Joker to have a Joker War, gave Batman and all the Bat family a run for their money, and messed them up pretty good, and went to prison. Now she's out and running amok. So yes, it's excellent. It's excellent. So anyways, let's get into the sculpt of her. Beautiful head sculpt by Customs Cave. Again, you can find them on Instagram. They have a little shop. They'll design anything. You know, if they have commissions open, they have a huge shop, and you know, if they have commissions open, they'll make something. But check out that paint job on her. Like, she just looks fantastic. The little clown teardrops there, the makeup, the lipstick. This is original sculpt too, original design. Yeah, I was like, hey, you do Punchline? And I have more than one head sculpt, so we'll get into that. I gave her a few extras and goodies to go with her, but the dress obviously is the most off-putting part. I know. I personally stitched this by hand. I do have a sewing machine, but I'm still learning how to kind of work it, but I've gotten more better at hand. And this was like the third or sixth dress I've tried. And now, if you're familiar with Punchline, she has a very, very simple but intricate dress. It's like over the collar, it kind of goes down, and then it goes in, and then it flares out with some like string that shows her huge bust line. And I know her bust size isn't the same. You know, there's things I could do to work on and better this, but she also has like a zipper down the middle, and then two red pockets on the side, and like two blue X's here. I was able to make like a nice, cool vinyl belt for her, which matched perfectly. You can see the blues, you know, just perfect. Came out really well. I'm excited. But yeah, after like the sixth try, this is all my stitching here. I was like, it's close enough, you know, but I know she's missing some rips, some tears. I didn't really want to mess up the figure too much because I wasn't sure how deep I wanted to go into this custom. Because I'll tell you a little secret, because I say it's a Mezco custom because she is on a Mezco Catwoman body. So her articulation is a little bit restricted. I'll get into all that. Just want to check out all the paintwork there. I gave her the X's and O's, made the boots. I didn't want to go too deep because Mezco, I don't know. I don't want to say they're going to make one. They never confirmed it. But they put a post sometime, and I said, oh, Punchline would get jealous. You know, wouldn't mind if you guys made a Punchline. And they liked that comment. Now, I might be reading too much into it, but I mean, oh man, I would love if they made a Punchline. She's DC Comics, by the way. Obviously, Joker, Batman universe. So we know Mezco love DC. I mean, if they're willing to make someone as obscure as KG Beast, I mean, let's be honest, he's obscure. We didn't know who he was until he came out. We're like, who's this? He's a Batman, DC, what? And so we looked into him, and some of us knew who we were. You kind of forget. He's very much a background character, and this is very much a woman of the forefront. So Mezco Toy Fair, 3-week affair. I think it's the first time ever they had 3 weeks this month, 2023, when this is being shot, February, that they're going to have 3 weeks. And I'm hoping they reveal a Punchline. Again, I may just be wishful thinking, reading too much into the them liking that comment, but oh man, if they made a Punchline figure, I would be over the moon. I would buy 3 of them. No, not kidding, just at least 3, at least. Just, you know, one keep, one not one to sell, one to kind of mess with, maybe take apart, customize, I don't know, combine them. I don't know, I would just love it. On a better body though, because this body is the only Mezco female buck, just different variations, and of course the Wonder Woman. But enough chit chat, let's get into her articulation here. But I like, so the head, I was thinking about kind of drumbling it a little and making it sit a little deeper, but they did give us a hole there for the neck plug to go right in. And I did have to, it was a little loose, so I put a little piece of paper in there, and now it's nice and tight. But I'm just not too sure, because with the hair and the design and the way it's looking, like she can look up decently. You know, I really like the hair design, because most figures that females that have long hair, you can't make them look up, and this one can look up. I mean, she can look down. So I'm not too sure if I want to mess with that. So she does. I mean, she may be a little high necked, but I'll compare to other female Mezcos. She measures up pretty well. She scales. Here's the arm there. She doesn't get too much of a cut. See, as I was saying, I you know, if I further want to go into it, if Mezco's definitely not going to make one, then I think I will take the kind of the stitching apart. I didn't want to ruin the jumpsuit, but maybe I'll give her a little bit of a bigger bust line and do the tears and have to paint underneath. Because this is all like a purple. I know how to paint the skin, you know, get that to match perfectly. And it's close enough, a little close enough. I mean, when you're looking back here, it's not so much different. But their hands, I gave her these knives, lots of accessories, and she gets so I'm just being a little delicate because it is a custom, but she gets bend in there decently. I want to have her decent articulation. I mean, I wasn't worried about, I mean, she should move like Spider-Man, honestly. She's super athletic like Harley, and definitely could go toe to toe and really mess her up. But I couldn't get that in this figure, unfortunately. But she could kick up. The leg doesn't really get that much of a bend, but I gave her custom boots there, and yeah, I'm super stoked on this figure. Super stoked. I love Harley Quinn, and now I love Punchline. I said once, like, why am I simping for all the Joker's ex-girlfriends here? Like, goodness, so I'm pretty pathetic. But I can't help it. They're just, I don't know, they're wild, they're crazy. I like the personalities. Yeah, something about them. The aesthetic is really nice. Sexy but strong, you know what I mean? Like, they could go toe-to-toe with Batman. I like that. They're not just a damsel in distress or a Lois Lane or something like that. They kick butt. Here, I gave her this Joker doll that came with Harley Quinn, so I feel like that looks really good with her. I feel like that was a good accessory to add. She does have a lot of knives. I feel like these kind of work best and balance best, but I gave her many different knives that all the Jokers have. And I felt like this suitcase, this kind of dirty bomb that came with the Two-Face Batman 2-pack looks good with her as well. I feel like that's also something she might use. So yeah, it's just a little light on the accessories for right now and the weapons, but I figured, hey, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. She's a work in progress. This is definitely a version 1. Would I like to get a better dress? Yes. Have I hit up famous and talented, Instagram and social media, whatever. What's it? I don't want to say seamstresses, seamsters. What's the word? So people who can sew, professional clothing people for like the GPS slots and all that. But they, I've messaged people, I've asked, hey, can you make this? But no one will make the dress. If you're watching this and you could customize and you can make a Mezco sized Punchline dress, please hit me up. Hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM, a direct message. Get at me, please. If you can do that, I would be over the moon stoked. I'll definitely work out a fair price commission. You know, you got to be established. I got to see, you know, you can't just be someone out of nowhere. Like, if that's the case, maybe we'll work something out. But, you know, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But we'll get into the other head sculpts here. I ordered 4 and gave them different expressions. Let's see here. First, there's this one. The one I put on just normal. A little bit of a smile. All right. Let me take it off very carefully. I don't want to break anything. I mean, the plastic is pretty strong that they used to print these. I don't know what kind they used, but it's definitely, it's delicate. I may feel like I might break it, but I'm also confident that it's gonna not break too easy. Here's like a creepy smile one. Which again, check out that paint job. My goodness gracious. Like, they're super talented. They don't just do DC, they do anything. Challenge them, but make sure before you hit them up, Customs Cave, check out their little store first and what they've made, because they've made quite a lot before you contact them. Just check it out. You could search the name, and if it pops up, there you go. If not, then hey, maybe they'll make it. Just ask politely. But yeah, she's like, some lights, the shadow's kind of giving her like an overbite, but she's definitely, it's definitely not like that in person, trust me. It's just the shadowing. Yeah, great head sculpt. Next one, pop down a little easier, is a kind of in-action one. You see how easy they just pop it on and off? Like, this one's kind of like she's, you know, diving down. Yeah, she looks excellent. Her, I like the way that's painted up there. Her scrunchy, I guess you could say. Here's more of a serious, I like the raised eyebrow. Like, man, Mezco level of paint job there. Yeah, I like this one a lot. The other ones, do they have paint in there? No, just this one and the next one, I believe. One more. Let me put her back there. Actually, let me pop that off. Okay. Just want to be so careful, because I mean, they're not cheap. You know, they are doing this for me. I'm having them paint it. They're sculpting it. They're sculpting it themselves. They're printing it themselves. They're painting it themselves. And they're charging, you know, they'll charge a fair price. So it's just, oh my goodness, amazing. Amazing. And there's the one where she's, oh, you can't see in the light. There you go. She's biting her lip. Here, let me kind of adjust the light here. There we go. See that? She's like doing the lip bite. You know, that famous panel that where she's just looking incredible. Yeah, there's the paint in there, the scrunchie. Beautiful print job, like, so talented. I love it. I love it. This is definitely, until we get an official one, this is definitely beautiful work. Beautiful work. You know, I'll definitely, if McFarlane makes one, I'll buy one too. You know, I hope no one gets, you know, too fussy, you know, about them doing this. I mean, it's just one person in their garage. You know, they're not making millions of dollars or anything like that. Other companies don't have to be threatened, or anyone, no one has to be worried about it. You know, I would still buy a McFarlane Punchline, despite how I feel about McFarlane figures. I have the pop vinyl right here. You know, I guess I'll leave that head sculpt on there, and we'll do some size comparisons. You know, if Mezco makes one, obviously I'd buy 3, like I said. But yeah, they gotta do it. Mezco, please, please. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll be very happy. But here she is next to Harley. And let's bring in some Jokers, huh? Let's bring in Mezco Joker. Ooh, that's just mwah, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, Punchline hasn't been made live action yet, but oh man, that's great. Here, let's just tuck him over, and let's get the other Joker in here, this other new one. Third party. Like, man, and we got Joaquin over here. I got him nicely posed, but he'll be a little short. He's the shorty. Let's move Harley. Get her with my 3 Jokers. And of course, Jack Nicholson's Joker, which hopefully we'll be getting soon. That'd be sweet. But yeah, so a little small for the Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, but Heath Ledger and comic book Joker, like, she goes like peanut butter and jelly. All right, let's sit this Joker back down here, because he's laughing at everyone, because everything's a joke. Oh no, Punchline. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nothing like your expensive custom falling over, right? But yeah, look, she fell over fine. No paint scratching. See? So you're getting quality work there. Quality work, someone who cares about their craft. Just unbelievable awesome. I can't give them enough praise. Just thank you so much. Let's kind of tuck him back here. He might knock him over. Stand, my friend. Okay. All right, let's get her next to some other females, huh? Let's get her next to Valaverse. Action Falls. Eclipse wants to stand. I have to hold her by the foot. But yeah, so yeah, she's, at first I thought, oh, maybe she's a little big-headed, because her head looks a little big for that body, but she scales with all the other females. I mean, let's give her, oh my goodness, I keep knocking her over. I caught her that time. Yes, she'll survive some falls, but I'm not trying to treat her like a bowling pin here. Goodness. I have too many figures out. I gotta put some of these away. She-Hulk. Let's move Mr. J. Let's get another Mezco over here. Let's get Atticus. You know what? I have to... He's not standing. She's not standing. Move over, Big Green. All right, let's put her there. Let's put him here. Let's move her out of there. All right, next, let's put in Mezco Bishop. Another good figure. Some people have some problems with him. That's unfortunate, but I hear Mezco's fixing them up. Oh, I want to show you a couple more, at least one more customs cave head sculpt. There's Aneka, Joel from The Last of Us. He does not want to stand. You know how many times I yell at these figures when they fall over? I'm like, you got one job. It's to stand there and you fall over. You have one job. Just stand there. Just stand there. That's all I need you to do. Seriously. Just stand. Let's get Bishop out of there. My mini rant here. Bishop, you need to stand. Here's Kakashi Sensei. Let's get Joel out there. Ooh, let's get this Mythic Legion. I definitely want to talk about soon. Figures look great, but they don't, they need to upgrade that articulation. And I don't think they're going to, which is unfortunate. Let's get Steel Brigade, in case she's like SWAT teams going after her. Female SWAT. Yeah, she's in there. Oh, let's do a couple more female figures here. We got, I was gonna say Lady J, Zarana. Yeah, they could fight for sure. Let's get Figure Arts Harley, who scales, but is a little small because, you know, it's a figure art. Let's do a couple more here. Let's do Cousin Eddie. It's like a regular Mezco male figure, I guess you could say. For so you can see how that looks. She fights a regular person. All right, real quick, Mezco the Crow. Boom. Couple more, and then we'll do a little bit more DC. It's Predator. Guess he's technically Marvel. Here's Mafex Terminator. All right, let's do some McFarlane. Let's do the Arkham Knight. He's huge, but no, he doesn't scale. He's too big. He's definitely too big. Let's do Deadpool. It's unfortunate. Super unfortunate. And finally, let me show one more Star Wars figure. There's another custom. Tuscan Raider Star Wars with a custom cave head sculpt. I needed a, generic. He was not going to stand. Tuscan Raider, so I used the Book of Boba Fett figure because I used him for another custom, more of like a figure arts. Took him apart for figure arts. So I'm using the body for a Tuscan Raider. And along with some of the Punchline heads, I was like, you know what? Then we got a Tuscan Raider, and check out that head sculpt too. Like, I know his gun's kind of in the way, but that's crazy good. Sculpted themselves, printed themselves, painted themselves. My goodness. My goodness. Just amazing. Amazing work. I love it. And it goes with the stuff you have, which is awesome. So let's get him out of there. I do have a lot of custom cave head sculpts, usually mostly Metal Gear. I do have another DC character I'm going to do. I will, she's nowhere near finished. I have all her parts. I just need to get the body and sew her outfit, which will be a lot easier than Punchline, I'm hoping. I mean, it's pants and a t-shirt basically, so it should be okay. But yeah, I can't wait to do that. She'll be next. It's a female. I guess she's a good guy. Yeah. It was very cool. So yeah, Punchline. Until we get an official one, this one will do. Excellent.